Hello and welcome. If you're a Melbourne parent staring at a waitlist email thinking, how did we miss out when our child ticks every box? This one's for you. After years helping families navigate Victoria's schools, here's the sobering truth. Strong academics and a great interview are necessary, but not sufficient. What Sinks offers at Melbourne's best schools is usually process, not performance. Schools aren't rewarding generic. They reward precise. And Melbourne's three sectors, government, Catholic via Max, and independent, play by different rules. What's changed? Catholic timelines have tightened. Year 7 applications close in Tura 3 of Year 6. Offers follow that term. Old advice will make you miss the window. Government schools have doubled down on zoning. You must prove address convincingly. Short leases and sudden utility switches are flagged. Selective entry high schools, Melbourne High, Mac Rob, Nossal. Suzanne Corey, run a more nuanced process with multiple test components and equity categories. Registrations open in Term 1. The exam is mid-year for Year 9 intake. Disability inclusion means schools expect early, full disclosure of learning profiles. Late surprises can void offers. NAPLAN is now in March and online, so schools expect updated results earlier. Yet many families forget to upload them. Digital portals create new traps. Independent Schools Victoria notes roughly 15% of applications get flagged incomplete due to payment glitches, upload failures, or missing documents. Department Analysis suggests about 30% of unsuccessful placements at high-demand schools involve an application error, even when the child meets academic benchmarks. With 3 to 5 applications per place at top schools, deadlines and documentation are the system. Let's neutralize the silent deal breakers. Number 1, deadlines and offer mechanics. Expressing interest isn't an application, and an application isn't a timely application. Catholic secondary schools follow a unified calendar. If you lodge after Term 3 in Year 6, you've missed the train. Independent schools can fill Year 7 from registrations in Years 4 to 5, and some expect ELC prep registrations from birth. Toss in a late expression of interest if you must, but don't confuse it with a fair shot. Scholarships, academic, music, boarding open between Term 4 and Term 1, and often use EduTest or ACER. Late is not an option. Selective entry sits on a separate track from general government placement with different forms, dates, and rules. Build a single calendar with every date, open days, application deadlines, scholarship tests, selective entry registration, and exam. And offer response cutoffs. Set alerts 2 months, 2 weeks, and 2 days out. When in doubt, submit early. Number 2. Zoning and priority rules. Government zones are policy, not preference. Popular schools have no flexibility. Out of zone, you need a valid category, sibling priority, a specific program, or exceptional circumstances. Proof of address must be airtight and consistent. Month-to-month leases, newly created utilities, or multiple families using one address are red flags. Schools cross-check against electoral rolls, council rates, and utility connections. Catholic schools prioritize parish, feeder primaries, and siblings. If you don't rank schools in the recommended order, or you apply out of parish without a sound rationale, you're pushing uphill. Takeaway: know your zone, respect it, and keep documentation legitimate and consistent. If you're relying on a priority category, gather evidence early. Number 3. Incomplete or inconsistent documentation. Admissions teams work under strict legal standards. A name spelled differently across birth certificate, passport, and forms can stall a file. Missing immunization records? Primary entry needs an Australian Immunization Register history statement. Outdated versions get rejected. Court orders or parenting plans. Schools need clarity on decision-making and collection rights. Non-English documents need certified translations. For secondary, expect the latest semester reports. NAPLAN, once released. any learning plans, and visa or residency evidence, if applicable. Under disability inclusion, early, full disclosure of learning profiles, psych reports, therapy plans, medical management is in your child's best interests. Hiding a diagnosis jeopardizes support and can invalidate an offer. On digital portals, don't assume submit means done. Screenshot confirmations. Check your payment receipt. Log back in a week later to confirm complete. Some portals need a final declaration, a specific file type, or a campus preference. Whitelist admissions emails so updates don't hit spam. If you hear nothing after the stated timeframe, call and politely check. Interviews and personal statements matter, but they don't bypass compliance. The best prep is alignment and specificity. Show you understand the school's values, co-curricular strengths, and pastoral model. Tie your child's experiences to those specifics. Make your application tell one consistent story. If you're applying to a Catholic school as first preference, your documentation and references should reflect that. If your independent application highlights music and service, your referee letters and activities should match. Consistency equals credibility. What does a strong, low-stress plan look like? Map your targets across government, Catholic, and independent, plus any selective entry or scholarship options. Note entry year and intake points. Year 7 and Year 9 are big in Melbourne. Add key dates. Catholic Term 3 Year 6 deadline. Selective entry registration in Term 1 and exam mid-year. Independent registration cutoffs. Scholarship test windows. Assemble a master document pack. Birth certificate, your passport. Immunization statement. Visa, residency evidence if relevant. Last 2 school reports. Latest NAPLAN. Specialist reports and plans if needed. Proof of address that withstands scrutiny. Ensure names are consistent. Arrange certified translations now if required. Complete online forms carefully. Save as you go. Upload PDFs, not photos. Confirm payments. Save every confirmation. Be honest and early about learning needs. When schools can plan, children thrive. If you're applying to Catholic schools, rank them in recommended preference order. Don't shotgun without strategy. If you're out of parish for a top choice, craft a clear rationale, backed by feeder connections or sibling factors. For government out-of-zone hopes, have a realistic plan B and understand the placement policy before investing hope you can't back up. For scholarships, diarize testing dates and prepare. Those windows are unforgiving. Don't forget to update applications when new results land. With NAPLAN in March, many families submit early and never upload the latest data. Do it. It signals diligence and gives admissions the current picture. Same for new reports or certifications. If something material changes, update the file and email admissions noting the addition. Yes, this can feel bureaucratic, but here's the upside. Because so many applications fall over on process, a clean, compliant, on-time application puts your child in the strongest pool. You don't need a magic phrase or insider connection. You need precision. Schools are trying to be fair to thousands of families and to build cohorts they can support. When you follow rules and timelines, you show you'll be a good partner for the next 6 years. If you're mid-process, here's your quick reset. Plot every deadline in your calendar with reminders. Audit documents for consistency across names and dates. Log in to each portal. Verify status is complete and payment received. Upload the latest NAPLAN and reports. For government options, confirm your zone and your proof. For Catholic schools, double-check preferences, parish and feeder details. For independents, ask admissions if anything's outstanding and note interview or assessment days. If your child has learning needs, email the relevant coordinator and share documentation now. Families who evaluate well and apply precisely win places. Not because they're louder or luckier, but because they respect how Melbourne schools work today. The process is more sophisticated, more digital, and more regulated. Don't fear it. Master it. Keep your plan calm, your paperwork clean, and your timing sharp. Your child brings the talent. You bring the process. Together, you'll give them the best chance at the right school for who they are.